I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tags. Punch the gas, run into the future, past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been the prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack, big stack in my bag. Into like that, like.
Yeah, this too is like
I'm on sleepy time, lizard channel to Dubai, watching me like PewDiePie. Cash my
literally
check out to
too.
Dubai. CB on, no you see me on. I'm on CB time, it go on and on. I'm a rock star, I'm a got time, need a rock star, and a mic time. I'm a rock star, I'm a got time, need a rock star, and a mic time.
What the? Oh, I don't like her.
I'm invincible, wanna see me fall, you won't never hear me moan. I'm incredible, welcome to my cinema. So far gone like Canada, Leo, I'm an anima. Eat 'em up like cannibal, yeah, yeah. I see beyond, no you see me on.
on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma clear the air, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got
just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenyon Drake. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Completed to Hyatt. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing, Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. There he goes left side. Look at the big fella go. He's on his way. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens.
Hey, man, y'all watch me work.
Like you, I have.
Y'all watch me work.
They're firmly in control of this game.
I see my 2 sons watching me work. Y'all boys watch me work.
So how about this for a start?
Y'all boys watch me work.
Here in the first as they kick this one away.
Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch me work.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw an interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more
boy,
momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you
do
want
it,
to
buddy.
throw
We
the
don't
football,
get.
and make sure
He
it's
played
open
me while
before the
Papa was
ball
asleep.
leaves your hands.
21-0. First half. First quarter.
The rush defense stout on first down.
He
Here's
should have played
2nd
me
and
last
10
night.
from the
My shoes
20.
up. but I know what to do.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
What's wrong with
Jones
this
has just
man,
thrown
bro?
his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he takes this one.
You cannot throw it to my user. You cannot do that.
Defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Timberland. Ladybug. Up.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now Jones wants to change it up.
He changed it up too. Take one.
Cockroach. Timberland. Apple.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Bellinger. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way up to the 46. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Doc Capers. Rita.
Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
South salad.
Jones on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yeah, I watched it also where
offense here set to begin
he creeped down his over with. He stayed deep. Smart man.
Now they'll change things up.
We check those though. Not in, man.
Drake will start the drive.
Come on, anyone.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Drake. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. 46 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, man, it's a running team. We can throw that man too.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Completes this again to Shepard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He definitely can't quit until the half.
From just shy of midfield, Jones eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now on 1st and 10, flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw completely to Waller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando,
final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
He blocked me when I died.
40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. second down and a run by Robinson. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go north salad. Go north salad. Great, 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 great. Go gutter, go gutter, go gutter, go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Go gutter, go gutter. Troy Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Up, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. A give to
bro.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Okay, here we go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Up the middle with Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Wow.
Adriana Lima. Other side. Detroit.
That's an issue with him. Because she's so short.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
John said you short, so that means people won't feel it and stop you from growing.
I stay asleep.
Biggie.
All right.
Timberland.
Yeah.
Ladybug. Great.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play
on that.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. He connects with Hyatt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
She know black folk don't drink tea.
They have milk on the
From very well.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Timberland. Apple. Jump right, Pacino.
Operating from the gun. Jones buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out.
My season is going to call me out.
There's a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I respect that. But he still did my dog hurt.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
though, too. It wasn't not something horrible.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is actually...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Why shift the crew? Rita. Bama. South salad.
Looking to throw. Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great.
Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Detroit Johnson. Other side.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st down, Drake. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On the toss, Drake going left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.